All right. Well, welcome to the Borrego Brothers. I'm Louis Borrego,
And I'm Brandon Borrego.
and this is the Borrego Brothers podcast. Okay, so let's talk about. Let's talk about like this HVAC company. We can't say exactly who, but they had an amazing case study, and we have an amazing case study with them. Um, they made hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'll probably just keep the exact number out as well. That way, it
Yeah.
can't be traced as well. But for the commercial that we did, it was a 10x ROAS basically. What was cool was the omnipresence approach. We did not do the specific media buying, but this is how it was done all across streaming, TV, ads as well, and it was a large ad spend, but it also got a 10x return, hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. And it was all developed around the concept that we created with the team. Right. So even the billboards and all the marketing collateral was based around that concept, which was really, really cool, because also this company is famous for their vans, because an HVAC van, everybody knows or has seen some type of an HVAC van, but this company has really cool creative ones. They're funny, they're awesome, and they put this concept on them, which is just so cool.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Overall, I mean, do you think people are missing out on TV, on streaming? Do you think people, do you think people even understand the true power of what's possible with TV and streaming?
Yeah, well, it's something that we've talked about before that is pretty elusive in the marketing world, because a good portion of our education is in results that are very direct, and it's in strategy that is very direct and immediate. The feedback is immediate. Something like TV, it takes more of, I think, a thought process, looking at so much different data, and then thinking to come towards your own conclusion of it. Looking at all the data, I think the marketing team that we were a part of, the heads of it looked at the data and strategy and deduced this direction that to create, to work with us to create these results, which takes a lot more than just doing ABC.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a lot of philosophy and strategizing on the marketing side to make these things as impactful as they are. Because I think another important thing to note is that the 10x ROAS was a considerable amount of money. Do you think I can say the exact monthly number that they put in, or just
I would
like
just keep it out.
a relative?
Just say hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of money. It's hundreds of thousands that they're getting, millions that they're getting back, and so
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So there's so much
And
that went into it.
It's nice that our commercial was a part of a campaign that was that successful. And obviously was the lever point, the creative. It's the most powerful part of it. I think that also kind of goes back to, we've completely revamped our program, and I'm here for it. I think it's absolutely wonderful, because I think, we were kind of giving rocket launchers to people when they really needed like daggers, to kind of cut through the bush. And now we've restructured a lot of there's different programs for small business, and there's different programs for medium to larger size businesses now. And it just makes way more sense. And we've actually come up with this awesome, unique hybrid of organic and paid approach, that I'm like really, really stoked for. And heed my words, I believe that by this time next year, we will be able to have people go viral or even not even viral, but mostly not even, let's not even say viral. It's almost like antiviral, well, not antiviral, but almost like there is an antivirus strategy. It's funny. I like how they coined it. But more of like organically optimized and paid optimized to where they can grow as a business functionally. Because I don't care so much about getting views and engagement if it doesn't mean anything. But
Yeah,
yeah,
well, I think that's always been our thing when it comes to straight marketing and creative just being a part of the process. Because I think it gets a little complicated because we do high end creative, but we also do marketing. So but when it comes just to marketing, we've always been super results driven.
yeah,
Nothing really matters outside of the type of results that you're going to get. And so finessing it with how we've done now in terms of getting the organic working in sync with the ads now, I think is really great. And people are excited to do it and definitely excited to see the results because even with these initial campaigns that we've been putting out for people, just in the testing phase, really, for a lot of them, we've had some of the best results that they've gotten in their
yeah.
for their business
It's
when
unbelievable.
it comes to marketing online, which is awesome, really great to see. You know, it'd be nice if we could point to this one thing or that thing, but I do think it's all the years that we've researched and looked into digital marketing and just the culmination of this action to take with these people. But
Yeah. And now they're on a true ascension ladder because now the vision is a lot more clear. Like our goal is to take them up and ascend them to where they can do TV commercials consistently. And then they can TV streaming and be fully omnipresent and dominate their local industry. I mean, I love the idea of taking somebody from $30,000 a month and helping them get up to $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a month. And then we work together on TV and just start stacking cash, stacking, boom. Because with TV and streaming, that's when you can like take the full swings. That's when you can take a full right hook because you're just getting so much presence in the market.
well, it's amazing to see. It's
Yeah.
amazing to see this HVAC company do that with TV,
Mm.
and it's awesome because I mean, let's talk about the creative a little bit because it's really cool. I mean the concept was rooted in a parody, which I think is awesome because we've done parodies before.
Mm-hmm.
We've done Mean Girls as a parody, Ferris Bueller. We've done Harry Potter, all these parodies. And so for us to do this new one and execute it the way we did with this incredible team was just really,
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, and it's like that's for a certain level of business where they can afford to do a mass distribution of it, and they also have multi campaigns to stack up and ascend people on.
Yeah.
If we don't have that, right, then
Mm-hmm.
which is for most small businesses, they don't have that, then it's like it won't apply as much, and that type of commercial probably won't work as well. It won't work as well,
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we talked about too, with that level of creative, with the high end creative to get out there. At a certain level, it doesn't make sense because your budget should be in marketing dollars, research, what have you, which is what a lot of our program, in our new sector of the business, the conversion lab, is about. But at a certain point, on a bit on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you're putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into a campaign, you would be unwise not to invest into the creative.
Oh, absolutely, it's your main lever.
Yeah, it's a base foundation. If you're putting so much money in there, you should invest into the production. And
Yeah.
I mean, period.
Yeah, but yeah, and it's like these, this, I think I also want to help people understand, because I'm gaining more, Brandon and I are both always learning, and we're gaining new insights every single day, because it's like we're always growing, we're always learning, we're becoming better, you know? And one big insight that we've been learning is that in terms of the difference in understanding when to use when to use certain types of marketing, and at what stage of business is that most effective. That's really important. It's like for a person of, with TV, like, is TV the most like effective marketing medium? Is this the most effective marketing? And it all depends on so many different factors. It all depends. And of course, the creative is at the very heart of it. Because if you make a banging creative on TV, and it's just right, and even if you don't put that much budget on it, technically you could, really do well. But, there's no reason to take that kind of risk when you can, as a small business. It's like there's other strategies that are far more effective, like the IGDM strategy, for example, that we're doing, which I want to talk about. That is technically, it's like that beautiful hybrid of two different systems. And lead forms is also very effective. I think it's more effective for certain industries than others. That like coaches, for example, like if you're a coach, lead forms, I feel like could probably still really work as long as you have like a dialed in follow-up process, right? But if you don't have the follow-up and you're not a monster on the phones, you're probably not going to do well with lead forms. It's just not going to happen because they're so cold. You got to like be great on the phones to warm them up. And most people just are not that way. So it's like very industry exclusive. Like a hair salon, they're not going to be monsters on the phone. And they also are not going to take the time to figure it out.
But yeah, the value's just not high enough.
And the value's not high enough. So it's like you're swimming against so much with that. So, but the IGDM process is I think it's just so effective for local business specifically, with the results we're seeing, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask you too. Is, we talk about companies that are ready for TV. What would you like? How would you describe a company that is prime for the conversion lab?
That is prime for the because, well, probably anywhere between like 0 to 10 million. Honestly, like
they're making 0 to 10 million a year.
Yeah,
but what is
0 to 1 million a year is probably like 0 to 2 million is probably like the sweet spot for conversion lab tactics, because it's like, yeah.
But I guess if someone's sitting at home wondering if it's them and it's something they should move forward with, what do you think they would exhibit to say, yes, like, you're a prime person. You should, if you're not doing this, you're missing out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're making at least $15,000 a month, anywhere between $15,000 to $30,000 a month, it's like that is when you need to really start the IGDM process, a mix between hybrid and organic. Like, you've got to start there. I mean, you got to do it as quickly as possible.
I think too, when a company is sitting on a bunch of great reviews and they don't have anything going on Meta, that's just crazy. I mean, we're working with a few people right now who have great reviews, and some of them are hard businesses. That's like, man, you got to work, like you got to put in some work to get that many happy customers, great reviews. And then you go into their ads manager, into Meta, and they haven't published an ad. It's like so right.
Yeah, it's super right.
It's like, man, if we get this going for you and you haven't done anything before, it's going to just it could totally change your business. It could, and like we've talked about Brad with Flying Tiger before, how he hadn't done anything really on Meta. He's a tattoo shop owner, and he's amazing. He's a great guy. He's done amazing work. He's a great artist, and his reviews say so as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he just hadn't put himself out there on social yet. And so when we did, of course, he's going to get a flood of opportunity and messages and people being interested because he has so much primed and ready now. It's funny how many businesses there that are in that state that haven't made the move. You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, look, that goes to show you that there's so much opportunity for people out there. There's so much opportunity for that person. There's also an opportunity to serve that person. And with all, it's like sometimes we're in this like this echo chamber. I like for me and you, sometimes I bet it feels, I'm sure for you, it feels like everyone's doing it and everyone kind of knows,
Yeah.
It's like, and everyone kind of, as soon as we figure something out, it's like everyone knows it.
Yeah.
And it's like, but no, that's so far from the case. People live their own lives. They don't even think about it, even though it's so top of mind. And it's like, we know because of some of the magic we've seen. I mean, it's like, even you can catch a lucky break, which is kind of what we did, kind of what we didn't. I mean, to our chagrin now, we only had one amazing ad working last year, and we literally made so much money off of just that one ad, right?
Yeah.
But, it's like we learned so much from that because once that ad fatigued, we had to basically scramble to unlock another acquisition channel. But I thank God for that, because we needed that lesson. And to me, that was one of the final lessons before true liftoff. To where, because now we really know, and it made us better as business people.
For sure. Yeah. It was a gift and a curse, a big gift and a big curse, because the gift was how much business it brought us and how many people we were able to help through it. But the curse was how we settled on it and didn't keep pushing things on our own marketing side, focusing, on other things, on mostly clients. But yeah, it's allowed us to come up with this new program, which I think really goes back to a lot of the things that we learned early on in business, or we're learning about trying to do, and now through other, more years of business experience, are able to actually put into action and have a real good grip on the execution in marketing and in this program that we're offering.
And also, we're really tying a bow on this shit now, in the sense of we are figuring it out to the nth degree. We have taken our swords back out. We're slaying that dragon. You know what I mean? That feels good. It's very difficult. It's very hard, but it doesn't have to be when you really figure shit out. And I think it's finally starting to, knock on wood. We'll see. But
that's very true. I mean, what you just said is very true. It sounded a little off the cuff, but that's so true. When you know what to do, it can seem easy. But I think you spoke about this in your other podcast, the Leverage podcast. Shout out to that podcast. But I think you spoke about how there's a million different ways to fail in ads management, in Meta. If you have one thing at a place, it'll ruin the ad.
yeah.
And so really knowing everything that has to be tied in and all the different lessons that you have to learn over and over again to come into this seemingly simple sort of campaign and process um, is is extremely difficult.
It's difficult. It is so difficult.
It's extremely difficult, because it also it goes against a lot of it really goes against what you inherently believe.
Yeah.
And it can seem like you're the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. You're just everything's opposite and right is wrong. It seems absurd and at times, but you have to trust the process and get outside of your own self, your own ego, to accomplish these things. And if you're truly dedicated to that mission, you will have success. But if you're not, it's extremely difficult.
Yes, and I think the thing that has helped is that we've completely reversed the parallel. And look, it was a very difficult path, but we've completely reversed the polarity in terms of taking our eyes off and to try to do something. Whereas, no, we're going to focus on these problems and we're going to solve them. We're going to stop trying to go over. We're going to start trying to go around. We're going to just break through because this has diamonds at the end of it. And it's the final piece before it cracks. And we're cracking it now. We're boom. Now we're taking like steady swings. Boof, boof, boof. And we're just not, and that's what it takes at this stage, at that final stage, which is the conversion point stage. It takes those, and it's not just, it's like, it's calculated and, swing, 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 and it's calm. And it's like, no, keep going and keep focused. That's how we are now. And it's because also we are so aligned on the goal of we are going to help these people. We are going to help them make money, to help them and to help them. Like that is our mission and our goal now.
Yeah, and I think that's always been what we've wanted to do.
Yeah.
It's just now taking a deeper dive and employing the strategy that's going to be most effective for those people. Because I think trying to crack ads for businesses in that price range specifically is one of the hardest things you can do. Is one of the hardest things you can do in business. The price range you just covered, or not price range, the revenue range, 15 to 30,000 a month. Yeah, even up to 100,000 a month. I think it is the most difficult. I think if you were to look up the stats, it'd probably be where most businesses fail.
Yeah,
scaling at that level.
Yeah, it's the hardest, and it's like that could be, that was partially why we were like, this ain't it. But it was also like, these are the people that we've served. And this is all last year. Like we have the most, if we figured this one thing out, we have the highest leverage, because it only gets, in a sense, easier from here, in a sense, But also, I think tactically, we understand it better because we've surrounded ourselves with mentors. That was the other thing. It was just very difficult to find mentors for our specific situation.
Right.
Very difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
But now I think we've finally locked it in. And oh my gosh, it's like, it's working. It's fucking working, knock on wood.
Yeah.
And, I just, we just had another talk with Javier. Shout out to Javier from Liquidation SA. But, we just talked with him, and so far right now, we still have to, we still have a ways to go, but we just had the ad is just, it's just crushing right now, just crushing, and I'm very proud of that. And the other thing too is like, we can like look up the profiles of these people. They are real people. And they're not scam. They're not spam. There's a lot of them. The cost per lead is super low. I won't go into the numbers because I didn't, but
Yeah, yeah, but it's amazing. It's because what's amazing to me is the potential with a campaign like that, because we're in phase one of that campaign, which is what I think was changed about what we've done in the past, in the way that with the conversion lab, we're giving immediate results. And when I say immediate, I mean we're setting things up 2 or 3 days
I know.
after they sign up, and you're getting leads are coming in, good leads, real people, 2-3 days
Isn't that
after.
amazing?
Yeah, it's insane. It's a lot of work, but
It is. It's a lot of work.
It's insane.
And the fact that we're mixing it with organic now, and we're getting now, and the other thing too is like, like the hard work we're putting into organic now, is nothing to scoff at. And what we're learning and how we're, starting to build some of that program for these people, I think is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I was just gonna say, we're in phase one with it, and we're getting these types of results in the testing phase. So yes, leads are coming in. Yes, conversions are going to be happening, which is the goal.
Yeah.
But we're in phase one. This is a test. We're going to test some more in phase two, and then we're going to optimize and really drive results in phase three, which is just amazing. That's that's what's really, really exciting about something like this, is that it's great right out of the gate. It's great. And this is with the technology and the expertise we've learned, strategy we have learned, but in combination with all the technology that's out there, which has always been, it's wild now because we're just in a wild time, right? But
yeah,
it's something we've always been a part of.
Yeah,
Cutting edge technology. We bought the Mac Studios. It was like the month they came out.
Yeah.
for ourselves, because we've just always been on cutting edge technology, whether it's cameras, computers, strategies, or AI. We've always been
Cutting edge. And we're going to continue to be. But it's also like there's also a fundamentals that we want to cover too. It's like where can we get better at the fundamentals? That's what I'm always searching for. And how can these tools help us get better at the fundamentals? Because I think sometimes we will because it's like, for example, like the email that I wrote. And a lot of people are like, email is not sexy. And I get it. And I always used to hear, for every $1 you spend in email, you get like 37 back or something. And I always thought that was kind of bullshit. I was like, there's no way. But then when I put in and out an email and I kept putting it out for real, and I actually got inquiries from it, and I was like, oh shit, this is for real. And I think it's the reason is because you can be so like intimate with them without anybody else seeing. And it can be very private conversation quickly. And you're just kind of sharing these very transparent ideas. And it's like a close feeling. So it's strange, but there's no one can see it. So you can be more vulnerable. And I think that creates a great opportunity for an emotional connection.
No, and it's amazing that we've gotten to that point and we're doing that. But again, I think of the people that we've worked with in the past and the lists that we built. Because there are campaigns where we have built multi-million-dollar lists worth of prospective business, and you want to just design it and sell it, and you want to put all the bells and whistles and slap a click now button on it. You know what I mean? And what really cuts through is what you just said, which is predicated on our years of copywriting research.
Yeah, I think it's just putting into practice too, right? It's like we're actually finally doing all the things we preach, and we're finally learning at such a higher level. And to some of them they're at the beginner stages, some of them were not. Like for example, video production, we are at such a high level with it that it's almost in a weird way it's outpaced a lot of our current clientele, and they don't actually need that most of the time. Like they don't need that level of expertise. It
Mhm.
doesn't serve them in their business currently, until they get to that level, and then they could start flipping stacks. You know what I mean? Like the HVAC company, it's like that's kind of crazy. Like with the right company, it's well not even the right company, but a company that at a certain size, they can use that weapon. They're strong enough to carry it.
Mhm.
They're strong enough to wield it the right way.
Right.
And we talked about this. It's like we were making these huge, like crazy Excalibur swords for people, and it's like that's a little too much artillery. Like they're not even strong enough to like hold the hilt, you know, so they can't even swing it the right way. It's all like swung lopsided.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's like instead, like give them what they need right now and help them build, and that completely changed everything. It's wild, you know. And I still, we're always looking to learn for what else, how else we can hyper optimize and help people right now.
Exactly. That's why I like the name. That's why I like what we coined it as the conversion lab, because
Yeah.
it's a lab. It's testing. It's learning. It's scientific. It's growing. It's research. It's putting all that effort into creating those conversions, and it's ever evolving and growing. That's how it has to be in marketing. I think there are things out there. There are people out there who make it seem easy.
Mm.
You just need this one book. You just need to watch this one video. But at the end of the day, they're selling books or something, and it's not that one thing. It's never just one thing. It's it's a lab of testing research for your business specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, and I'm excited for it. It's like the initial testing has been out of this world. I mean, I'm so stoked, for I mean literally like one, two, three, four, five people. It's just doing really, really well, but there's gonna be learning curves throughout, you know. Um, but but that's okay. I mean, it's like so much of it we've really seen great success with already, so we just got to keep pushing. What was the movie question?
Um, it was what do you? I can ask another question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like a popular. Let me talk to you about this because I'm interested to get your opinion on this. I was reading a Reddit thread that was talking about how that was asking the question: should there be a ban on Netflix made movies?
Hmm.
I thought it was an interesting question and an interesting argument because some people feel like Netflix has gotten to the point of monopolizing the industry, and it could get worse. What do you think about that?
I think that whether they whether they are or not, there's really nothing those people can do about it. And um, And I think that even if they were monopolizing, that doesn't even affect most people, videographers or even filmmakers. I think unless you're really in the industry, which is like a very small percentage of people who are really where that actually affects them.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a super small amount of people, you know. So most people probably won't even give a shit. And even if you did, there's nothing you can do about it. They're too powerful. And
You don't think laws could be passed about it, around it?
I think laws could be passed. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the monopolization laws, but like, I doubt that. I doubt that they'll be passed. I mean, there's still plenty of room. Like, I mean, there's still so many other huge production studios. I mean, you know, there's still Paramount. There's still, you know, HBO. Those still exist. They're fine. I think like what I'm in, you know, I mean, but I mean, what do you think?
Um. Well, I definitely want to hear where you're going with it, because I feel like you have a different take on it.
Yeah, I mean, I, my goal, and I've kind of been open with, is like, I want to get up to a certain level of revenue, and which also is like helping people, of course, certain level of helping people,
Mm-hmm.
and feel confident in our and build systems so that we could obviously still over supervise the business, but where it can largely be done without us. And but we still have eyes on it, we still have ears in it, and we still like work it. Because I actually believe we can do that when we have, I don't, we could do that pretty quickly, but um, I want to net a certain amount so that, and have enough time to where we can focus mainly on literally just doing features, you know, of just literally our own films, regardless if anyone ever tries to invest with us. Because it's like AI and everything is making it so accessible, you know, in terms of whatever we want to do, that if you have enough ingenuity and creativity, you can make movies for like $20,000 or $50,000, like huge movies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be my goal. It's like I want to go the M Night Shyamalan route. I just want to fucking do it. I don't need anybody's permission. I'm just gonna make a great movie. You know what I mean? And we're just gonna do it. And that's that. And if people want to, because a lot of times, like, you know, if you look at M. Night Shyamalan, Christopher Nolan, if you like all the greats, they did it without permission. They just fucking did it and made a great movie. And it was extremely difficult, like it always is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then they just put it out. Look at Robert Rodriguez. He fucking made a one-man army. He made a movie, El Mariachi, on his own for like $8,000. So that's what I think. It's like we can make it for 20, or probably even less, whatever we want to make.
Yeah, for sure. I think as a filmmaker, you can't let anything stop you. I think there's a million excuses not to. Money, distribution being two big, great ones.
Yeah.
But like you said, the great ones were relentless and didn't let anything stop.
I think this is what I think. I think we should fucking try to make an action movie, like a Steven Seagal.
Well,
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I'm not against that at all. I, I think that'd be great, because I don't care at this point. I just want to make something. So I don't
Yes,
care.
but the other thing too is that, you know, we have distribution partners. We actually have somebody that
Yeah.
will at least look at our movie and be open to putting it out.
Yeah, I know. We really don't have an excuse.
Yeah, we really don't.
Yeah, I agree.
And so it's like and then she literally told us these 3 films make money. And it's like,
Yeah.
how amazing would it be? We just make a fucking dad action film, because we know those like the back of our freaking hands, and we just do an amazing job. And it's like, you look at Prime. I mean, if you do that and the right story with the right thumbnail, fuck, dude. Especially with all the things that we're learning in marketing right now, I think we could fucking make something happen. I bet we could fucking get some people to DM us to invest into the movie.
Yeah, I think so. If we had a script written for an action movie, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I think so. But I was gonna say what do you think about Quentin Tarantino? Because
Well, he made his own movie first. He just fucking hated it and he trashed it.
I don't think he trashed it. I think it got trashed. Didn't it get trashed?
No, I thought he trashed it.
I
Or
thought
I thought he trashed it.
I thought it was lost or unfinished or something. I thought it was something more tragic than that. I thought he lost or the footage was damaged or something like that. But regardless,
Maybe
that
footage was damaged. Yeah.
that one didn't get made. But what I'm saying, Miramax made his first movie happen.
Which was wasn't it
Weinstein. It's Harvey Weinstein.
Reservoir Dogs? You mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he wrote but he wrote 2 films before, or he wrote 1 film before, which was
He wrote and shot it.
Woody Harrelson.
So with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about not the Oliver Stone? The one Oliver Stone directed? I know which movie you're talking about now because I saw it relatively recently.
Oh, really? Did you?
Yeah. Relatively recently. Yeah. Gosh, I can't remember the name.
Dude, I know. What the heck? Yes, I see it right here. Natural Born Killer.
Yeah. Yeah, which he didn't like.
He didn't like it?
No, he didn't like it.
Did you like it?
Yeah. It was great. But what I was getting at with that was Miramax was a smaller distribution.
Oh, really?
Miramax? Yeah, it was just.
Sure?
Oh yeah, it was just indie. It was mostly indie. They had some hits, but it was mostly the bigger stuff was mostly done by his brother. Because his brother was they compete against each other. Harvey was more interested in the artistry.
Really?
The more artistic films.
Harvey and Brett Weinstein? I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
What was it? Harvey and...
I don't remember his brother's name. But the Weinstein brothers. I don't know how to pronounce them. But
they came together for another production company, right?
The Weinstein brothers?
Yeah.
No, the Miramax was them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Later, the moniker was...
The Weinstein brothers.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. But...
So they changed Miramax to the Weinstein brothers?
I don't think the company got changed. I think the company stayed what it was, and they just did something different. Or
man, I'd love to know that. We need to look some of that up. That's fun.
About them?
Yeah.
I read their book. I forget what it's called. The book about indie filmmaking around that era.
Really? And it was written by Harvey?
No, it wasn't written by them, but it was about that era.
Oh.
That whole era of indie filmmaking. I'll have to look it up, but it talks about that. It talks about Quentin Tarantino and Sundance and all the different people. Sling Blade is another such a great story of how that film was made, but see, that's what I'm talking about with Netflix, because you don't get that with Netflix. You with Netflix isn't going to make Sling Blade. They're not making Sling Blade. They're not making Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction. They're not finding those people and funding that. So, and there's no the Miramaxes are getting less and less. That's the worry.
Well, A24 is like...
I agree. But that's one,
Yeah.
And Neon.
And Neon, yeah. Neon is...
That's another, but
cool.
We need more. We need more A24s, more Neons for artists that are out there. Or do we? I don't know. That's the question. Is Netflix throttling those companies? And I think it's an interesting question. I'd like to see what other people have to say about it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't really know. Like I don't think we know enough about the inside industry to really tell. Um, because then you start getting into like the whole like inner city, inner world drama of like the way that that would actually happen. Like if you really think about it, what that really means is that a director or producer from Netflix would have to cock block like another indie film director or indie film producer, or there would have to be like you know what I'm saying, person to person cutoffs for a lot of that, or maybe studio heads that get that cut it off because of money. There's a hilarious TV show with Seth Rogen where I think it really reveals the truth of that. So it's like because at the end of the day, it's just people with people. So it's just people that have to have a more corporate interest, whether others don't, and so it's a lot more capitalistic aligned. Where it's not, so it's like they're like natural enemies, but they're not. They don't actually hate each other. And Seth Rogen, he plays the whole like he wants to be the Miramax, right? But
Right.
the first movie he has to do is like he has to make a movie about Kool-Aid, right? Like the Kool-Aid character,
Yeah.
you
Oh
know?
yeah, yeah. That's how it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah,
but he was like, he found it
yeah.
so, and I won't spoil it, but it was pretty funny. It falls off like at episode 5 so hard. It was really weird. But I might pick it back up, you know. But it was so good for the first 4 episodes. Like I was like, oh my god, this is so. It reminds me of Entourage.
Mm,
The only
yeah.
thing is, Entourage writing is just it's sublime. It is sublime. I mean, just God, it makes you want to. Even thinking about it, I want to rewatch the series, which
I mean, it's
is
such a good era of TV.
oh my God, dude, such a good era. But it's like the characters, the writing. Oh my gosh, dude. You just I think about it. I was like, I almost like miss them. I
Mhm.
miss hanging out with them, which is so fucked up and weird. Um,
And that is the age we live in.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Even with
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I mean, with Stranger Things 4, I mean, I'm a grown man, but I felt I could barely take it. I could barely take that series or that season because I'm just so emotionally attached to these kids. I'm like, what the fuck? Like what the hell? That's
Yeah.
bizarre. But
It is weird.
it's yeah, the age we're in.
Parasocial. The parasocial age.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not to mention Twitch and all that kind of stuff.
Oh my God, dude! You don't. Oh yeah. I mean, Markiplier he was on camera and he was talking about it and he was like how he's like it should be illegal how much money I make from streaming. That's literally what he said. And I really like Mark. You know, I think he's the coolest guy. And of course, I worked with him for a little while, a couple months. I mean, I was just a PA, you know, whatever. But it was fucking awesome. I got to hang out with Markiplier all day, you know? That
Mhm.
was really cool, man. It was a very special moment. And I'm in the movie, by the way. I am in the movie twice.
That's funny, dude. I forgot about that.
Isn't that wild?
That yes, that's so funny.
That's so cool.
There's a lot of people. There's probably a shitload of people who, if they knew that about you, they'd be like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
I know, isn't that weird? Even I
Oh
think
yeah.
about it. I'm like, I was in that movie. I'm in
Mhm.
the movie. I can
You
bring
can
it up.
see your face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, and it's how many people have seen that? A couple million probably now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I can tell you what, a lot more than a lot of movies out there. it's it's even. I mean, for Markiplier, it has to be just baseline views, and it's in the top 10 movie of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
That's the day and age where we're living in here.
23 million, man.
23 million views.
Mhm.
That is unbelievable. That's a movie. That's
yeah.
not a video. That's
Yeah,
views on a movie.
that's a movie, and that's part 1. He's got 46 parts, I think.
Right. Right. Because it's a follow your,
Yeah, it's a choose your own adventure film.
yeah, choose your own adventure. So,
Which is an incredible feat. I mean,
yeah, it's cool.
it is an incredible feat,
It's crazy.
and I'm so fucking proud to be a part of that shit, you know. And
I love that he did it as a production. That's fucking awesome.
yeah, and
It's really cool.
Here's the thing: the dude put in like I think like $3 million of his own dollars into that film, his own money.
That's an investment.
Oh yeah, he's a smart dude.
I'm
man.
sure he made way more.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Yeah, he's totally fine. Yeah, but that's talk about betting on yourself, man. Respect to Mark. I love that. And it's not for some reason.
Well, that's what a lot of those guys do. Those successful ones.
Mm-hmm. For some reason, I just have this feeling that me, you, and him are gonna work with him at some point. You know, I don't know what, but I just feel like we will. You know, either way, we're gonna be fucking putting out our own films because it's like, you know, to be able to, the fact that we put out a film is still incredible to me. You know, makes me happy. I can see director on Prime, which is cool. Okay, well, if you made it this far, you are a trooper. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Again, you know, this is Louis Borrego from the Borrego Brothers.
And I'm Brandon Borrego.
And we'll talk to you on the next one.
Thanks, y'all.